financial management. The very first topic, basic concept, scopes and objectives of financial management. In this topic, we are going to discuss about concept behind financial management, object, scope and basic concept in the financial management. What do you mean by financial management? Financial management comprises of forecasting, planning, organizing, directing, coordinating and controlling of all activities relating to acquisition and application of the financial resources of an undertaking while keeping in view of financial objects. What is that meaning, sir? Financial management, managing the finance is called financial management. Our object is always simplification only. Always learn with the fun, learn with the concepts. What is called financial management? Managing the finance is called financial management. Such a simple definition. So, financial management represents managing the fund, managing the finance is called financial management. Managing the fund or managing the finance is called financial management. Nothing but managing money is called financial management. If you want to manage the finance, if you want to manage the fund, if you want to manage the money, what do you need first? First, we need money. Am I right? So, if you want to manage the fund, we don't want any chart accountant, we don't want any cost accountant, we don't want what? Clear? We need money. Clear? First, I need money, then I know how to manage the money. Therefore, first we need money, then only we can know how to manage the fund. So, managing the fund is called financial management. The entire financial management, we have to think as if you are a businessman, as if you are an entrepreneur, as if you are doing the business. If you are going to think, very easy for you to understand the financial management. Today I want to start the business as a businessman. If I want to start the business, what I need first? I need money. Clear? Fund, vitamin M. So first I have to get the money. Money, money, money. Money does many. It's sharper than knife and better than, you know very well. Clear? So, managing the fund, money is called financial management. First, I have to get the fund. I have to collect the fund. After getting or after collecting the fund, what I have to do? I have to invest the fund. I have to use the fund. Therefore, entire financial management we are going to discuss about collecting the fund and using the fund. So, what is called financial management? Collecting the fund and using the fund is called financial management. That collecting the fund and using the fund are known as basic aspects of financial management. There are two basic aspects are there in financial management. What are they? Collecting the fund and using the fund. So, basic aspects. What are all the basic aspects are there in financial management? There are two basic aspects are there. One is collecting the fund and using the fund. But if I am going to say collecting the fund and using the fund, the terminology, the sound may not good like. It may not looking good, am I right? So, don't say collecting the fund, using the fund, it's very local. We are all professionals, so we need professional terminology. Instead of saying collecting the fund, it is better to say procurement of fund. Are you with me or not? Clear? So, we are going to change the terminology. Instead of saying collecting the fund, we have to say what? Procurement of fund. Clear? We are going to procure the fund. Then, instead of saying using the fund, we have to say what? Effective utilization of fund. Procurement of fund and effective utilization of fund. So, what are all the basic aspects of financial management? There are two basic aspects are there. What are they? Procurement of fund and what? Effective utilization of fund. There are two basic aspects with respect to, these are the two basic aspects with respect to financial management. Clear? So, what are all the basic aspects? It's a frequently asked question. Procurement of fund and effective utilization of fund. As a businessman, we need money. First we have to procure the fund. If you want to get the fund, how we can be in the position to get the fund? How to collect the fund? Clear? Therefore, we have to procure the fund with respect to procurement of fund. How to get the fund, sir? Various sources are there, various means or sources or ways are there to get the fund. What are all the ways are there? The ways of procurement, means of procurement, broadly classified into two types. One is by way of own fund, another one is by way of borrowed fund, also called loan fund. Own fund and loan fund. Own fund and borrowed fund. Own fund represent what? Either by way of equity share capital or by way of preference share capital. Equity share capital and preference share capital. Under loan or borrowed fund, either by way of long-term loan or by way of debentures. These are all the ways of procurement or means of procurement. What are all the ways or means of procurement? Equity share capital, preference share capital, long-term loans and debentures. These are all the ways or means of procurement of fund. These are all the way in which I am going to procure the fund. Before I am going to procure the fund, what I have to do? Suppose you need 100 rupees urgently. From where you can be in the position to get the fund? You may have many friends, but you may have the comfort with respect to one person, not in another person. Clear? You need money. You may have the comfortness for one person, same 100 rupees you may not be ready to borrow with another friend. Both of them friends only. Same manner. I need money. Suppose I am constructing house property. Worth of the property comes to 1 crore. Now, suddenly shortage of fund. After all, I need 2 lakhs rupees urgently to fulfill my commitment. So, I want to get the fund. From where I can be the person to get the fund? Either I can be the person to get it from my relatives or I can be the person to approach bank, I can get the money. So, but where I am going to get the comfortness, that matters a lot. So, comfortness matters a lot. Just like that, I can't the person to borrow the fund from all the people. One relative may have more fund, but I am not getting comfortness to get the fund. One of your friend having money, but you may not have the comfortness. So, before I am going to procure the fund, we have to analyze from where we have to get. It's purely based on characteristics of source of fund. Each and every source has different character. Before I am going to procure the fund, whether I have to get the fund from equity share capital or preference share capital or long-term loans or debenture, it's purely based on characteristics of source of fund. Clear? Which finance mix I have to buy, I have to get, that I have to analyze. What are all the characteristics of equity share capital is not same for preference share capital. What are all the characteristics are there for preference share capital is not same for long-term loans or debenture. Each and every source has their own character. According to the characteristics of the source of fund only, it can be the person to get the fund. If I am going to get the fund, I told 1 crore rupee I need for the purpose of construction of house property. Now suddenly shortage with respect to 2 lakhs rupees. Suppose where I can get the fund, I am going analyzing. So, between bank and relative, which one is the easy mode, cheaper mode for me to get the fund? Easily I can be the person to approach, readily available, quickly I can get the fund from my relative. So, within less time I can get the fund from my relative, because bank means some formalities will be there. So, I am going to get the fund from my relative. So, the advantage is quickly I can be the person to get the fund, within less time I can get the fund. That's the advantage. But at the same time, disadvantage is also there. What is the disadvantage? You know, if you are going to get the fund from relative, at the time of housewarming, at the time of Graha Pravesam, they will also come and they will tell what? Because of my only, Hari has constructed the house property. Out of 1 crore rupee, we might have got only 2 lakhs rupees, that too for 1 month time or 1 week we might have repaid. But in spite of that, generation after generation, he will tell what? They will tell what? Because of me only, your grandfather has constructed the house property, as if they given the full money. So, it's an insult for us, am I right? So, one hand, we are having comfortness to get the fund within less time. Another hand, negative point also there. Instead of getting the money from my relative, if I am going to get the fund from bank, this type of problem we can avoid. But at the same time, what? if I am not able to repay the money on time, whether I am getting profit or not, I have to pay periodic interest component. Suppose next month is supposed to pay my due date for the purpose of payment of 2 lakhs to my relative in the next month. And in my family, any one of the person not feeling well, I or my father is admitted in the ICU. Due to hospital expenses and other expenses, I am unable to pay the money on time. Then my relative can understand, no problem, Hari, instead of this month, next month you can pay. But similar, this type of leverage is not there in bank loan. Borrowed fund mean, irrespective of my personal commitment, I have to settle the loan. Whether I am having profit in my business or not, I have to pay interest as well as installment. Therefore, always one debit, one credit, one plus, one minus is there. Therefore, we should be very careful before we are going to procure the fund. We have to analyze the characteristics of source of fund. So, what all the characters are there? The characteristics of source of fund broadly classified into risk, cost, and control. Okay? Risk, cost, and control. 3 different characters are there. So, before we are going to procure the fund, we have to analyze the characteristics of source of fund. The characteristics are broadly classified into what? Risk, cost, and control. So, we have to identify what about the risk factor, what about the cost factor, and what about the control. All the 3 characters we have to analyze with respect to source of fund before we are going to procure the fund. Clear? Now, we are going to discuss about the characteristics of source of fund. In detail, we are going to discuss about characteristics of source of fund. Characteristics of source of fund. Characteristics of source of fund is a frequently asked question, separate question. One is risk, another one is cost, and last one is control. Risk, cost, control with respect to own fund and borrowed fund. For own fund and for borrowed fund. Own fund, borrowed fund, risk, cost, and control. Okay? Now, first we can be the person discuss about the risk factor. First character, risk. High risk goes to which fund? If I am going to procure the fund, risk factor is high on own fund or borrowed fund. Clear? Risk based on risk factor. Clear? With respect to risk factor, risk is purely based on repayment. Okay? We have to analyze the risk based on what? Repayment. Repayment. When I have to repay in case of borrowed fund, as per the appointed time, as per the agreement. Therefore, high risk goes to borrowed fund. Low risk goes to own fund. Why low risk goes to own fund? Borrowed fund means any given point of time I have to repay. I have borrowed the fund. I am starting the business. As long as the liaison is good, everything will go smoothly. Clear? Suppose I need money. I have borrowed the fund from your friend, Kirtivasan. I have borrowed 1 crore rupee from our friend and I have invested the money. As long as the relationship between, the friendship between Hariharan and Kirtivasan well and good, everything will go smoothly. If there is a small misunderstanding between borrower and giver, what will happen? I have to repay the money. You will ask, no, I only given the money, no, give back my money. But whatever the money I got it from him, the money will not be there as it is in my hand. Where 100 crores, 100 lakhs rupees or 1 crore rupee, whatever I borrowed, I might have invested in land and building, plant and machinery. If you want me to repay, then I have to sell it off my land and building, plant and machinery. Going concern may going to get affect. Therefore, borrowed fund is always risk. If I am not able to pay, if I am refused to pay, he can be the person to file the case also. Therefore, risk is very high with respect to what? Borrowed fund. Purely common sense only. But in case of own fund, what is called own fund? Shareholders fund is called own fund. Am I right? I am going to get the fund by way of instead of debentures, instead of loan fund, that is called borrowed fund. I am going to issue the shares and I am going to get the money by way of share capital. Once if I procure the fund by way of share capital, if I got the source money by way of shares, then as a company's point of view, I am getting money, I am getting source of fund by way of shares means the once if I collected the money, I no need to repay at all. That's the beauty of the shares. Kindly understand the value of the shares. Clear? And the beauty of the shares. Benefit out of the shares. Once if I procure the fund, I no need to worry about what? Repayment. Suppose as an individual, I am going to start the business. If I am going to start the business, assume I can be in the position to invest 10 lakhs. Maximum 10 lakhs only possible, sir. Then, no, I need more fund. Then only I can be in the position to do bigger business. Then, I am calling my friend Riyaz also. You can also invest. As a partnership, we can be in the position to start the business. I am investing, Hariharan is investing 10 lakhs. Riyaz is also investing 10 lakhs. Or I am investing 20 lakhs. He is investing 20 lakhs. Therefore, when compared to individual, okay, partnership firm, little bigger. Then, slowly I want to increase the fund. Slowly I am going to what? Gather more and more. But how long? It's possible. So, known sources I have to collect. Clear? Who are all my friend circle? Who are all the known party? But instead of doing in this fashion, I am going to collect the money from my general public. Without knowingly, persons are ready to give the money. Is it practically possible? That is possible in case of shares. Share means we no need to worry. Substantial fund, others going to sponsor. At the cost of others' fund, we can do the business, we can enjoy. Clear? So, at the cost of others' fund, we can be in the position to enjoy. We can be in the position to enjoy out of others' what? Money. So, I am issuing shares and I am collecting what? Fund. Once if I collected the fund as a share capital, I no need to repay money immediately. There is no commitment for me to repay the fund. Clear? Like what? Loan fund. It's a lifelong asset to the company. Even though it is there at the liability side. That is the beauty. Or is or not? I collected the fund. When I have to repay? Only at the time of winding up of the company. See the beauty. I am going to collect the fund. Riyaz, you can pay, borrowed, if I am going to get the fund from Riyaz, you have to pay 10 lakhs rupees. Then he will ask when you will repay. I can say 1 month or 1 year or 10 years. That's not all logically correct. If I am going to say at the end of my life, that is also equivalently okay. But in shares, at the end of the life of the company, when the company will die, generation after generation, company will be there. You may die, I may die. Men may come, men may go. Clear? Therefore, company going to repay the money to the shareholders at the time of winding up, at the time of death of the company. Therefore, there is no any risk factor at all. Once if we collected the fund, happily we can run the business at the cost of others' investment. Clear? So, we are doing the business, risk will be substantially less. Suppose investor, you need money, what to do? Don't come and ask me. Transfer the share to others. Clear? You can transfer the share to others. Like you, others will be there to invest. Therefore, you can be the person to get the fund from other people. Therefore, company's point of view, there is no much risk now. So, with respect to characteristics of source of fund, which one is high risk? High risk goes to borrowed fund, low risk goes to own fund. Always remember, in whose point of view you have to see the characteristic? Company's point of view, not in the investor's point of view. Company is having a high risk in on borrowed fund, low risk with respect to own fund. Second one is called cost. High cost goes to which fund? High cost goes to between own fund and borrowed fund. Cost represent what? Nobody is going to give the fund at free of cost. They are not your father-in-law. Clear? Something in return they need. What is the something in return? That is called consideration. In case of own fund, what is the consideration to the company? Company has to pay to the shareholders, dividend we have to pay. Payment of dividend is a what? Consideration. That's a cost to the company. Similarly, in case of borrowed fund, what I have to pay? Interest component. So, payment of interest to the company, interest from the company is called what? Cost to the company. So, interest and dividend are cost to the company. Which one is costly in company's point of view? Between interest and the cost, between own fund and borrowed fund, which one is costly? Interest element. Irrespective of the profit, I have to pay. Whether I am earning profit or loss, I have to pay interest. Therefore, in general, student used to say, own fund is costlier. But answer is not correct. Why? Loan fund is not costly. Own fund is costly. And low cost goes to borrowed fund. Why is the irrespective of the profit you have to give no? No. The reason for why own fund is costly. Own fund. Why it is costly? Cost will be high. The two main reasons are there. One is dividend expectation of the shareholders are always higher than interest expectation of the loan holders. Dividend expectation of the shareholders are always higher than interest expectation of the loan holders. It's the first reason. What is that meaning? Dividend expectation of the shareholders. If I am going to pay loan holders, I am going to pay 14% interest on loan. If I am going to give same 14% dividend, shareholders won't prefer. Why? Shareholders seems to be the owner of the company. Even for the owner also you are paying same 14%. For borrowed fund, others also you are paying 14%. As the owner I am taking more risks. Therefore, investors' point of view, they won't invest the money in the company. Therefore, for others, loan holders, if I am going to pay 14%, shareholders, I have to pay more than 14%. That's why dividend expectation of the shareholders are always higher than interest expectation of the loan holders. Otherwise, shareholder may not prefer to buy your share. Second one is what? The second reason, dividend means no tax benefit, whereas interest means tax shield, tax benefit is there. Understood? For company's point of view, dividend there is no tax benefit to the company, whereas interest means we are having tax benefit. Why, sir? Kindly remember P&L account so that you can understand. Company's P&L account. If I am going to pay 100 lakhs as a interest, then the payment of 100 lakhs interest is a expenses to the company. Therefore, in that P&L account, I can debit interest to the extent of 100 lakhs. I can debit in the P&L account. If I am going to debit 100 lakhs the P&L account, then my net profit of the company will reduce to the extent of 100 lakhs. Am I right? Because of the 100 lakhs expenses, profit will come down to the extent of 100 lakhs. Profit is reduced to the extent of 100 lakhs. Then tax rate assume 30% means savings in tax rate also, tax amount also will come down to the extent of 30 lakhs. Therefore, in case of interest, 100 lakhs is the outflow of the company. They are paying cash outflow. Tax benefit, tax saving to the extent of 30 lakhs is a tax benefit. Net outflow comes to how much? Company has to pay only 70 lakhs a net benefit, net cash outflow. One hand I am paying 100 lakhs, another hand I am saving 30 lakhs. Therefore, net cash flow only 70 lakhs. But, in case of shareholders fund, if I am going to procure the fund by the shareholders, then same 100 lakhs, assume I am paying as a dividend, is instead of interest I am paying as a what? Dividend. Then what will happen? I can't, even though dividend is expenses, is it possible for me to debit in the P&L account? Not possible. Dividend expenses are not tax deductible expenses. Therefore, I can't the portion to park it in the P&L account. If I am not able to debit in the P&L account, then expenses happen but not eligible to deduct or not eligible to debit in the P&L account. Then what will happen? Profit will increase. How much the profit will increase? That 100 lakhs. There is no 100 lakh cash I have paid, by in spite of that profit extra 100 lakhs will be there. If the extra 100 lakhs is there means what? Tax I have to pay additional 30. So 30 lakhs I am going to pay extra. Therefore, how much I have to pay? 130 lakhs. So if you are going to see interest as well as dividend, same 100 lakhs with the expenses, cash outflow. Borrowed fund means I have to pay 100 lakhs interest. Own fund means I have to pay 100 lakhs dividend. Terminology only varies, interest and dividend. My cash outflow may 100 lakhs same. But net effort comes to, in case of borrowed fund, my net effort only 70 lakhs. In case of own fund, it leads to 130 lakhs. That's why which one is costly? Borrowed fund or own fund? That's why own fund is high cost, borrowed fund is low cost. Clear? That is what the beauty of our water session. Own fund is costly. Always remember, even as per the Income Tax Act, who has to pay tax? Person who is liable to pay tax. Assessee has to pay tax. Whoever is going to earn income, the beneficiary has to pay tax rather. Suppose I am getting salary, I am getting cash, then I have to pay tax on salary, income from salary. Then I am having house property, I am getting rent. I am the owner, I am going to get the rent as a beneficiary, I am getting rent, therefore I have to pay tax. Then I am doing business out of which I am earning profit, therefore I am the beneficiary, then I have to pay tax. I am selling the property or asset, I am getting gain, therefore out of gain I have to pay capital gain tax. Then I am getting some lottery income, then I am the beneficiary, therefore I have to pay tax. Therefore, end result is what? Whoever is a beneficiary has to pay tax, there is no doubt. But, exception to the general rule. I am getting dividend from the company as an investor. I am the beneficiary, inflow for me, income for me. But Act says you no need to pay tax. Why you no need to pay tax? Payment of dividend tax is what? Dividend to the shareholders or payment tax is exempted. You no need to pay any tax. But at the same time, you no need to pay tax as investor. Who has to pay? Company has to pay. That is logic or not? So exception to the general rule, beneficiary no need to pay tax, and what person who is giving the income, by person who is giving the cash, that person has to pay tax. Now you know, dividend distribution tax, other things and all, finance tax, some changes and also happen. Clear? So overview alone we can see. Therefore, company's point of view has to incur more expenses, more cost when compared to borrowed fund. Own fund is having more cost. Okay? What are the next one? Control. High control goes to which fund? As a company, whether I can have the proper control over own fund holder or borrowed fund holder, I'll have the proper control over whom? High control goes to borrowed fund. Low control goes to own fund. Again, shouldn't have to commit the mistake. Own fund means we can have the proper controls, or borrowed fund means not possible. No. Borrowed fund, company can have the better control. Who are all you? Loan holders. Whether I paid interest or not, that's all. Once if I paid the interest, you don't have the locus standi to control over the company. You don't have any right to disturb the company. Clear? Payment of interest alone is my duty, company's liability. Once if I paid the interest, I don't need to worry. As a company, I don't need to worry. But in case of own fund holder shareholders, anything and everything company has to disclose. Convene the meeting, send the notice, clear? And whatever the question raised by the shareholders in the meeting, I have to respond, because shareholders seems to be the owners of the company. Therefore, you are only going to control the company. Company cannot the person to control the shareholders. Dilution of the control also possible in case of own fund. And shareholders, moreover, they are having voting right also. Therefore, who is going to control the company? Shareholders only can be the person to control the company. Company cannot the person to control the shareholders. Dilution of the control is possible in case of own fund. Therefore, with respect to characteristics of source of fund, risk, cost, control, high risk goes to which fund? With respect to high risk, borrowed fund. High cost goes to own fund, and high control goes to borrowed fund. These are all the characteristics of source of fund. We are discussing about basic aspects of financial management. Okay, basic aspects. One is procurement of fund, another one is effective utilization of fund. As of now, we have finished procurement of fund. Next, we have to go forward effective utilization of fund. The second one is called effective utilization. Both the procurement and effective utilization is called what? Basic aspects. With respect to effective utilization of fund, we have to use the fund properly and profitably. Proper as well as profitably you have to use the fund. Properly, okay, sir. Why profitably also? Properly, I am doing the business, but there is no profit. How can I able to survive? Company will liquidate. Therefore, you have to earn profit also. You should know how to earn profit. Why how to earn profit? Nobody is going to give the fund at a free of cost, because procurement is itself involves some cost. Procurement is itself involves some cost. Therefore, we have to use the fund properly and profitably. Since procurement is itself involves some cost, we have to use the fund properly and profitably. Therefore, what I have to do? Whenever I am going to test the fund, I have to do cost benefit analysis. How much the cost of the fund? How much the benefit of the fund I have to analyze? With a great difficulty, I procure the fund. How much the cost of procurement? If I am going to invest the fund, what are the benefit out of the investment? Therefore, I have to do cost benefit analysis. And I have to identify if there is idle fund, if any. What is called idle fund? Unutilized fund. Clear? Unutilized fund, if any. I procured the fund. Suppose I procured the fund in 2020. I have got the fund. Before I am going to invest, COVID has started. Then idle fund is there. I can't the person to do the business. So we can't the person to keep the fund as it is. At least short-term finance, short-term investment is supposed to do. So that we can be the person to get something return out of that investment. At least we can be the person to meet out the interest liability. Therefore, we have to identify idle fund, if any, so that we can make use of the fund properly. So we have to use the fund properly and properly, because procurement is itself involves some cost. We have to do cost benefit analysis, and if there is idle fund, if any, you have to identify. Whose responsibility is there? Who has to take care of all those things? Cost benefit analysis as well as what? Idle fund and all. It's the duty of the finance manager. Finance manager has to take care all those activities. Then only he is going to be called finance manager, otherwise he is going to be called finance damager. Understood? So, we started with the FM and ends with the what? FM. Any doubt in basic concept of FM? Clear? So, we are discussing about meaning of financial management, basic aspect behind financial management. Managing the finance is called financial management. How many basic aspects are there? There are two basic aspects. One is procurement of fund and effective utilization of fund. Clear? So, how we have to procure, how we have to effectively utilize, and characteristics of source of fund we have discussed. Clear? Now, basic aspects and functions. It's also called functions of financial management. Clear? Alternate name is also equally important. Once they asked, I think 2009, they asked functions of financial management. Student not able to write the answer because they learned only basic aspects. Both are same only. Clear? There are two basic aspects are there in the financial management. One is procurement of fund and effective utilization of fund to achieve the business object. Procurement of fund, how it is possible? Funds can be obtained from the different sources. The sources may be equity share capital, preference share capital, long-term loan, debentures. Different sources have different characteristics. Procurement involves two different segregation. One is identification of source of fund and selecting the finance mix. Where and all I have to procure, first I have to identify. Out of which, what combo 60-40, 40-60, selecting the finance mix also equally important. Next, before selecting or choosing the finance mix, finance manager must consider the characteristics of source of fund. What are all the characteristics we discussed? Risk, cost and control. These are all the characteristics of source of fund. All funds are procured at a certain cost and after certain amount of risk, entailing the certain amount of risk. Since the procurement is itself involves some cost, it should be used properly and profitably. The finance manager is also responsible for effective utilization of the fund. The funds once procured cannot be left to remain idle. We have to identify idle fund if any. Situation where the funds are being kept idle or where proper usage of fund is not being made should be identified. If these funds are not utilized in the manner that they are generated in the income higher than the cost of procurement, there is no point of running the business. So, cost of procurement you have to identify. return out of the business you have to identify. Clear? Return should be higher than the cost of procurement. Otherwise, there is no need for doing the business at all. The funds are to be invested in such a way that the business yield maximum return along with maintaining its solvency. Clear? So, to that extent possible, return on investment you have to increase. At the same time, risk factor also you have to consider. What are all the characteristics we come across? Risk. Own fund is low risk. Why? No question of repayment of capital except when the company is under liquidation. Hence, best from the point of view of risk factor. Only at the time of liquidation we have to repay. Whereas, borrowed fund, high risk. Why? Principal amount should be repaid as per the agreement. Interest also should be paid irrespective of the performance or profit. Then cost point of view, high cost goes to own fund. Why? Most expensive because dividend expectation of the shareholders are higher than the interest expectation of the loan holders. Also, dividends are not tax deductible. But with respect to borrowed fund is low cost, comparatively cheaper. Interest rates are considered only after impact on tax. Tax benefit is there. Next, control point of view. Dilution of the control is possible in case of own fund. Since the capital base may be expanded, new shareholders or publics are involved because of the dilution of control possible. Whereas loan fund holder, no dilution of control. There is no voting power for loan fund holders except in special situation. So, in this session, we have discussed about one character first, what is called financial management, basic aspects of financial management, what are all the ways are that to procure the fund. Before you are going to procure the fund, what are the two different segments you have to identify, what are all the characteristics of source of fund, how we have to make use of the fund effectively, effective utilization of the fund, what are the role for the finance manager for that matter, clear, and the characteristic risk cost control in detailed manner for own fund and borrowed fund we have discussed. Clear? So, remaining part of the basic concepts we will discuss in our next session. Hope you enjoyed this session. Thank you.